Archaeologists have begun a major new excavation of the Roman city of Pompeii. It was destroyed nearly 2,000 years ago after Mount Vesuvius erupted. Our science editor Rebecca Morel reports.
In 79 CE, Mount Vesuvius erupted catastrophically, burying the bustling Roman city of Pompeii under a thick blanket of ash and volcanic debris. The eruption was swift, overwhelming, and violent, claiming the lives of thousands. Yet what remained behind was an astonishing time capsule, a frozen snapshot of daily life in ancient Rome, preserved almost perfectly in volcanic ash. Over the centuries, excavations have unearthed everything from vibrant frescoes to household items, giving us a glimpse into the lives of the people who once lived there. However, recent excavations have revealed a heart-wrenching discovery, offering a rare and poignant look at how one family struggled against the inevitable, trying desperately to survive the eruption. In the so-called House of Helle and Phrixus, archaeologists have uncovered new evidence that shows how this family attempted to protect themselves during the eruption.
We're showing the pictures, some of what you described, and you're right, the painting goes all the way around the different walls. Now, I think I'm right in saying that some of the characters portrayed are on plinths, but in a sense you also, despite that, you sort of get a sense of the movement within the images.
The discovery not only sheds light on the final moments of this family's life, but also provides new insights into the catastrophic events of that fateful day. The House of Helle and Phrixus was discovered in 2018, located along the bustling Via del Vesuvio, an important street in Pompeii. The house, adorned with vibrant wall paintings and mythological imagery, was an upscale residence, and its discovery helped illuminate how the wealthier citizens of Pompeii lived. One of the most striking features of the home was a large fresco depicting the mythological figures Helle and Phrixus, but it was the excavation of the bedroom area that would reveal a much more tragic story. As archaeologists dug deeper into the ruins, they discovered a bed frame wedged against a door in the bedroom, seemingly used by the family to barricade themselves from the overwhelming influx of lapilli, small fragments of volcanic rock falling from the sky. The volcanic eruption was not just an explosion, it was a slow and agonizing process of burial. The lapilli, along with the lethal pyroclastic flows, began filling the rooms of the house, threatening to suffocate the family inside. The bed, shoved against the door, was a last-ditch attempt to block the volcanic debris from entering the room where they had taken refuge. The evidence suggests that the family's final moments were filled with terror and desperation. The bed was used as a barricade to block the door, but as the ash and volcanic rocks continued to pour in, it was a futile effort. What followed was the arrival of the deadly pyroclastic surge, which rapidly filled every room, including the one where the family had taken shelter. Inside the room, the remains of 4 individuals were discovered, including those of a child. These remains were found in a state of preservation that is rare in archaeological context. The volcanic ash had preserved their positions, giving us a glimpse of their last actions. Gabriel Zuchstriegel, the director of the Pompeii Archaeological Park, commented, "Excavating and visiting Pompeii means coming face to face with the beauty of art, but also with the precariousness of our lives." The tragic irony is that the family had seemingly been so close to finding safety, only to be overtaken by the suffocating ash that filled their home. The excavation team also found that the bed frame had left behind an imprint in the ash, allowing for a detailed reconstruction of the piece. This careful reconstruction helped archaeologists understand just how the family had tried to block the door in a final act of survival. The presence of the child's remains inside the room adds another layer of poignancy to this discovery, emphasizing the innocent lives lost in the disaster. The discovery of this family's last attempt to survive offers a powerful reminder of the chaos and terror that the residents of Pompeii must have experienced in the hours leading up to their deaths. The eruption of Mount Vesuvius was not just an explosive event, it was a slow-motion disaster that unfolded over hours, with the people of Pompeii struggling to protect themselves from the layers of volcanic ash, lapilli, and ultimately the deadly pyroclastic surge.
With Vesuvius looming over it, a Roman city perfectly preserved, exactly as it was on the day of a violent eruption 2,000 years ago. But now new secrets are being unearthed in Pompeii's biggest excavation in a generation. Layer by layer, archaeologists are revealing a new snapshot of how Romans lived and died.
This is one of the main streets of Pompeii. It would have been a hive of activity, but let me take you through this entrance into one of the newly excavated areas.
This new evidence provides a rare look into the human side of Pompeii's destruction, offering insights into the ways that ordinary people, faced with an unimaginable disaster, tried to save themselves and their loved ones. The presence of the bed frame used as a barricade adds to the growing body of evidence that reveals the personal stories behind the tragedy of Pompeii. The fact that this family attempted to block the door shows a human instinct for survival, a stark contrast to the idea that the eruption was simply a random event. The people of Pompeii, despite their incredible vulnerability, were not passive victims of a natural disaster. They were active participants in their own fates, making choices and taking actions in the face of death. Pompeii's excavation has long been a source of fascination for archaeologists and historians alike. The city was remarkably well preserved, and as a result, it has provided an unparalleled window into the daily lives of the ancient Romans. The remains of the house of Hele and Phrixus add a new dimension to our understanding of the city's final moments. The vibrant frescoes, the layout of the rooms, and now the tragic discovery of the family's last moments all serve as a reminder of the fragility of life, even in an ancient civilization. The discovery also raises important questions about what we can learn from the remains of ancient peoples. How did they respond to extreme circumstances? What can we learn from the actions of individuals in moments of crisis? The tragic story of the family in the house of Hele and Phrixus reminds us that the people of Pompeii were more than just statistics. They were real people with hopes, fears, and instincts for survival, just like us. While much has been uncovered in Pompeii, there is still much to learn. The recent discovery of the house of Hele and Phrixus is just one example of the many new insights that continue to emerge from ongoing excavations. The site has been continuously excavated since the 18th century, but the pace of discoveries has increased dramatically in recent decades. From the discovery of fast food counters and ancient artwork to the unearthing of private baths and children's drawings, Pompeii continues to offer new glimpses into the everyday lives of its citizens. In addition to this, modern techniques such as ground-penetrating radar and 3D imaging have allowed archaeologists to explore previously untouched areas, opening up new possibilities for future discoveries. As each year passes, Pompeii continues to reveal more of its secrets, offering us valuable lessons in both history and human resilience. The story of the house of Hele and Phrixus is a poignant reminder of the lives lost in the catastrophic eruption of Mount Vesuvius. Through the careful excavation and analysis of Pompeii's ruins, we are able to piece together the final moments of a family that fought desperately for survival. The discovery of the bed used as a barricade, along with the human remains of the family, offers us a rare and intimate look into the human experience of the eruption. Pompeii is more than just a city frozen in time. It is a place where history, art, and humanity converge. The story of this family and others like them will continue to inspire future generations of archaeologists, historians, and anyone interested in the powerful resilience of the human spirit in the face of unimaginable disaster.